Hello everyone, Ryan here. It is, let's see, June 26th. I'm on day 40 of BitConnect. If you've been watching my videos, you probably have been keeping up with my journey so far. Um, if not, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and you can kind of see from day one what I've done. I've done a video every 2 or 3 days for the most part. Also, kind of threw some other videos in talking just about other things in the Bitcoin, BitConnect um, world that are going on. But my goal is really just to show you what I did and where things are at. I'm not going to try to sell you on this program. I just want to show you what it does and and if you like it, if you want it to do the same for you, then obviously you can very easily click the link in the description, set up your account. Very easy to do, and get started. So um, just a review. I initially invested about $1,500. Saw the payouts coming in fast, and just few days later, put in another. It was a little over 5,000, almost $6,000. So in total, I had $7,340 invested. It's been 40 days, and you can see here I reinvested just a few times just to kind of get an idea of what that does. So you can see there's $7,600 in here. But so far I've earned, and this is in interest alone. I'm not talking about referral commissions. That's a whole nother topic and a whole nother way to earn money on this program. But if we just look at interest alone, I've averaged $3,413. So I like to real quickly do some math here. I already did it, but I'll show you what I did. So $3,413. Divide that by my initial investment, total investment, or which was $7,340. So in 40 days, I've only done this it's been since May 16th. So 40 days, I've made back 46.49%. So almost 50%. That's pretty crazy. That's hard to believe, but you can see it right here that is the truth. Um, but like I said, I've actually made more than that, probably thousand, almost $2,000 more than that from my referral bonuses as well. But again, I know not everybody wants to take the time to, um, to make videos or to tell their family and their friends and their coworkers about this investment opportunity, and that's totally fine. You don't have to. Obviously, you can see to make 46% in 40 days is huge. Um, if I added all that other money in, I'm guessing I'm probably closer to almost 75% of my initial investment. Um, so going really well. I did want to pull up this chart that I made. I think a lot of people have gotten a lot of use out of this. If you sign up under me, let me know. Email me your username on here, and I'll gladly send this to you right away. But as you can see, kind of and I know everybody's different, but this is kind of just a neat way to look at this. The minimum deposit that you can make is $100. So I'm going to start with $100. If you put in more, throw that in there. You could put $500 in. Everything's going to adjust for you nicely, so you can see what I'm talking about here. But just the $100 thing, I like this because this is a chart. It's going to show you what it does over 2 years. The days are counting down right here, or counting up. Um, by the end of 2 years, and this is kind of where I want to go with this, so you know why I use 2 years and $100. You've got $65,000 invested, which is producing almost $600 a day. And if you were to stop there and never reinvest again, you would be over the next 365 days, you would have an income of $214,000. That's a very, very nice income. I don't care who you are. Um, and obviously, one thing I wanted to kind of point out on here, you can either change it, um, manually, or here, and say you put in 500, and you'll see if I start with 500, what does 2 years look like? We can try to go down here fast. Whoops, too far. $500 at the end of the 2 years jumps up very quickly, because all of a sudden, look at this. This is because this is the this is how compounding interest works. Compound. So you put $400 extra in to begin with. At the end of 2 years, you're now making $3,000 a day, which is $1.1 million a year. So this initial investment is very, very smart to consider when you do get started. Um, but again, I know the most people are going to be able to do $100, which is completely fine, obviously. But one thing to look at is, let's say you put in $200. Look how many days you would actually skip if you put in $200. 82 days. So if your goal is to get to that $600 a day mark, where you can, or $600 a day times 365 days is $200,000. If that's your goal, by 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 putting in 200 initially, you're skipping about 82 days of this entire process. Maybe you put in $500. You're skipping 187 days of this 730-day picture that I'm trying to paint here for you. We'll just look at it some more. What if you start with $1,000? You're skipping 264 days of this 730-day goal. So you can look at that and play with it all you want. It does a lot of, it just kind of shows you, the biggest thing is at first, you're going to pay 0.9 is where I have our interest rate. That's an average. That's the under what the current 30-day average is. I think the current 30-day is now at 0.96. So this is still conservative. It's still under, but you're going to get paid off 9.9% each day of whatever you have in this investment bank here. And it's going to take some days to get up to $10. $10 is the lowest reinvestment you can do. And I know I've explained this in other videos, so I don't want to go. But you can see the days between reinvestments become less and less. One thing I do want to say is, because there is a referral side to this, you may be getting more than just the interest. So that's important to understand. Let's say that you just have a couple $100 in, you're making maybe a couple dollars a day in interest. You can if let's say you're also making, because you referred other people, let's say you're making an additional $10 a day in referral commissions. So really you're up here. You're actually way up here. I know that referral money could vary from day to day, but if you're already at $12 coming in each day, this is really where you are. You're about 300 days in to the whole thing. And that's important to know, because the dollars, it doesn't matter where they come from. The reality is that you're getting them, and they are they're showing up in your lending wallet. And I'll show you something here. If you look at, so right now, I have $225 in my lending wallet. If I hit transfer, I'm not going to actually transfer this, but I want to show you where that's coming from. 163 of it is from accrued profit, which is interest. That's only interest. And then 61 of it is from level bonus. The level bonus is the referral bonus. So, and you have, you can have like up to, I think, infinite amount of levels under you. The highest paying ones are going to be level 1 and 2, because they pay 7% and 3%, and then level 3 and 4 pay 1%, and then it just kind of gets lower and lower. But this referral bonus is also very important to understand. So if you're seeing kind of roughly the same amount, and it more than likely, if you're like me, that's just going to continue to go up, because the more people you refer, you have more of a chance of them referring people under them, and so on and so on. So it should be bringing in more money as the days go by. So I wanted to tell you that. Also want to talk about one last thing, so I don't bore you to death here, but so you may have seen this right here. The price of one Bitcoin right now, it was up to about $2,700. It's dropped down to $2,386 currently. Also, the price of BitConnect coin, it was up to about $57 right now. If you can see that, it's kind of small, but it's about $48. So things have been dropping. But I want to tell you that has no effect on this entire program. The Bitcoin, all that does is allow you to buy some BitConnect coin at first and get you into the game. That's all it does. At that point, the value of this and this really have no, it doesn't, it's not going to, if it goes down, it's not going to affect you from that standpoint, from an investment standpoint. If it goes up, it's not going to necessarily affect you from an investment standpoint. What it does do, and let me show you this. This is pretty sweet. This is the volatility chart. And I'm going to go to the real time tab so I can show you what's going on here. And we're just going to look at 12 hours. So again, the prices have gone down a little bit over the past couple days, but look what happens to the volatility. This is how you're getting your interest rate each day, is on this right here. So it's gone up to almost 2% today because the price, again, it's making money off the volatility, not making money off the increase in value. And I hope that makes sense, because if what it does is there's bots, there's trading bots that are using this money that we're lending and making decisions, calculated decisions using algorithms that are far beyond my understanding, but they're trading the Bitcoin or the BitConnect coin that we lend out to them. So, and whenever there's a decrease in value, it's using calculations to make sure that money is made on that. If there's a large increase in value, it's doing the exact same thing to make money on that. Either way, you're going to make money. So, if today ends up being 1.5 or even close to 2%, that's phenomenal. Anything over 1%, in my opinion, is great. Right now, the 30-day average is 0.96. That's still excellent. You're not going to find that anything close to that investing anywhere else. So, this is awesome to see. I know some people in the Bitcoin world are kind of getting kind of freaking out because the price has gone down so much. But the folks that are in the BitConnect program are loving it, because again, you're getting paid US dollars, not in Bitcoin. And that is as you should know, US dollars don't fluctuate. The value doesn't fluctuate the way that cryptocurrencies do. So that should be very, to me at least, it's very, I have a lot of security in that, I guess I should say. So anyway, if you want a copy of this spreadsheet, get signed up under me. I want you to make a lot of money in this. You can show it to your friends, and they can make a lot of money in this. I've tried to explain this to people without kind of giving them a good understanding of this spreadsheet, and you can put whatever number in here you want. And once they saw this, it just clicked. It would click and be like, okay, now it makes sense. Now I understand how this is generating so much money, and it's all about compounding interest. It's reinvesting everything that you make until you get this huge sum in here to where it's generating the amount of money you want to make each day. So again, please get signed up on this. Put some Bitcoin in there, even if it is just the minimum $100. That's better than nothing, because $100 is going to turn into almost, a couple $1,000s within 1 year through this program. You can see right here. Sorry, change that to 100. You keep $100 in there and just reinvest that all year, you're going to end up with almost $2,500 in there by the end of the year. That's going to be generating close to a little over $20 a day for you. If you get other people signed up under you, that number will just skyrocket. So thanks for watching. Please like my video, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you have any questions, comment. If you want the spreadsheet, get signed up. Shoot me an email. I'll be happy to send it to you. And I forgot to mention too, I will send you $5 worth of Bitcoin if you do sign up under me. So also, if you put in $2,000 initially, I will pay you $100 worth of Bitcoin. So always want to throw that out there just to kind of encourage you to get this started, because you will be if $100 or $2,000 is a lot to you now, in 2 years from now it'll be pocket change. So get started, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks everybody.